Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will start. So before we proceed with these particular points, just let me confirm that whether we have seen this last part of this model. So as per my review, we have seen this philanthropic responsibilities also in the previous lecture, and in that lecture only we have seen another 2 points. Whether we have completed this corporate social responsiveness, what kind of responses are given by the corporations when some social activity is assigned. Yes.
Yes, ma'am, completed.
Yes, okay. So I will just quickly go through that and then we will start with the new point. Okay, so if, as I told that this third chapter is having somewhat new terms, new concepts. Please try to understand it one by one. So the way in which I am explaining in the simple language, though the words are somewhat difficult. Okay, so in this chapter, we have seen this concept of corporation. Corporation means सहकारी संस्था आपण बघितलंय. Where some group of people they come together, they work together for the betterment or they work for getting some profit. So that is the mid part we can say between the private and government sector. Okay, so corporation we have seen. Then we have seen some key features of corporation. So that points already we have discussed. Then key features बघितल्यानंतर पुढचा point बघितला होता आपण की there was one concept that whether the corporations have social responsibility or not. Okay, so this question was discussed that can the corporations have social responsibility. Okay, so for this particular questions there were two views put in the literature. In one view it was accepted that corporations have social responsibility, and in another theory that we have seen, the scientist has strongly opposed that corporations don't have any social responsibility. And as per that theory, the responsibility of or social responsibility lies with the government. So corporationची main responsibility काय आहे? Profit maximization. And a social responsibility that is not the task of corporations. That was told in the another theory. So there are two ways to explain this, but ultimately it was concluded that yes, corporations have the social responsibility, and to explain in what way the corporations have to follow or how they can have to understand their social responsibility. मग त्याच्यासाठी हे मॉडेल आपण स्टडी केलेलं आहे. So Carroll's four-fold model we have studied for understanding the corporate social responsibility. So there were 4 layers in this model. So the question can be asked as in 2 ways. The question can be asked based on this particular point, that what is the nature of corporate social responsibility. त्याच्यासाठी सुद्धा तुम्हाला हे मॉडेल एक्सप्लेन करावं लागेल. Or the question can be asked as explain the model of corporate social responsibility. Okay, so in that 2 way you have to write down the answer for that. Okay, so these 4 layers we have seen: ethical responsibility, economical responsibility, legal responsibility, and last one it is philanthropic responsibility. Okay, then next we have seen this point. What are the CSR responses? एखादी कॉर्पोरेटला जर आपण सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी अलॉट केली तर in what way the corporations can give response? So there are 4 ways of giving the responses, or the corporations can give response in 4 ways. Response म्हणजे काय? प्रतिसाद देणे. तर 4 पद्धतीने corporations response देऊ शकतात. Reaction means totally opposing that it is their responsibility, means they are not accepting that it is their responsibility. Defense means what? Just they are accepting that it is their responsibility, but whatever corrective actions are expected, that actions are not taken. म्हणजे एक nominally they are accepting their responsibility, but no any corrective actions are taken for that particular problem. म्हणजे आता सपोज एखादी कॉर्पोरेशन असेल, तिथून त्यांचं जे प्रोडक्शन आहे त्या प्रोडक्ट मुळे जर पोल्युशन होत असेल फॉर एक्झाम्पल, तर रिएक्शन ह्या अप्रोच मध्ये काय होतं, that they are not accepting it at all, that they are responsible for that particular pollution in the reaction approach. Defense approach मध्ये काय होतं, yes they accept that it is their responsibility for that particular pollution and they have to take some steps, but ते पोल्युशन कमी करण्यासाठी ज्या काही करेक्टिव्ह स्टेप्स एक्सपेक्टेड आहेत त्या फॉलो केल्या जात नाही. that happens in the second approach, that is defense approach. Then accommodation means what? The corporation totally accept the responsibility and they do whatever is expected for reduce that particular problem. मग ह्या स्टेप मध्ये काय होतं, they accept also and they take the corrective actions also. म्हणजे जर त्या प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस मध्ये काही चेंज करायचं असेल to reduce the pollution, then that is done in this third approach. And last, it is proaction. So can anyone tell what meaning I told for this proactive approach? Proactive approach म्हणजे काय सांगितलं होतं मी तुम्हाला? Proactiveness is very important criteria whenever you are going for any interview or whenever they are asking you some of your good strengths. Then proactiveness you can tell. Proactiveness चा अर्थ सांगितलं होतं मी तुम्हाला. काय सांगितलं होतं सांगा मला. Please give the answers. Responses कमी यायला लागलेत तुमचे. Answers you are not giving as per the previous. Yes, proactiveness means what I have told. सांगा बरं. महेश आहे का लेक्चर मध्ये? आर यू देअर इन द लेक्चर महेश देशमुख? येस और नो? ओके. Meenakshi, can you tell proactiveness means what? ओंकार, शुभम, proactive approach म्हणजे काय?
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell. Tell the meaning of proactive. Yes, Onkar, tell the meaning of that word proactiveness.
Yes, ma'am. Proactive approach means the small decisions are taken before happening some issues or problems like that.
Okay, so that is one meaning that is there. म्हणजे एखादी गोष्ट व्हायच्या आधीच त्याचं सोल्युशन, म्हणजे आता आपण थोडक्यात काय म्हणू शकतो त्याला, बिफोर दॅट प्रॉब्लेम ऑकर्स वी आर डुईंग सम प्री मॅनेजमेंट सो दॅट द प्रॉब्लेम विल नॉट ऑकर. म्हणजे एखादा प्रॉब्लेम जर तुम्हाला सांगितला तर तो तर तुम्ही सॉल्व्ह करता, but apart from that some proactively you are taking some extra decisions to avoid some other kind of problem. म्हणजे मी जर तुम्हाला फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखादी असाइनमेंट दिली, you are writing whatever are the expected questions in well manner, but apart from that something good you are doing by your own, extra efforts taken which are not compulsory told but that you are doing actively by your own, त्याला म्हणतो आपण प्रोएक्टिव्हनेस. मग ह्या चौथ्या अप्रोच मध्ये प्रोएक्शन मध्ये काय होतं, द कॉर्पोरेशन seeks to go beyond industry norms and anticipates in the future expectations by doing more than whatever is expected. Okay, so in this four way the corporations can respond. That point we have seen, and next we have seen what are the outcomes of this corporate social responsibility model. हे मॉडेल तयार केल्यामुळे ह्याचे आउटकम काय मिळाले? So first outcome was social policies. Corporations have arranged some or they have prepared their social policies which state the company values, beliefs and goals. Again, they have arranged some social programs of activities, measures and instruments implemented to achieve the social policies. And obviously social impact of that CSR on the society, it is good. Societal approach मध्ये किंवा societal related गोष्टींमध्ये obviously improvement was done. Means काय impact झाला त्याचा? Employee satisfaction was increased. कारण कॉर्पोरेशनला सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कळली आहे त्यांची. So they have done some efforts for employee. So employee satisfaction has been increased. Then employee welfare policies were formed. That is also one reason for employee satisfaction. Then another we can say that welfare of society, various programs have been organized. ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टींचा ऑब्विसली impact जो आहे सोसायटी वरती, that good impact has been observed. Okay, so that is the thing that we have discussed in the previous lectures. Okay, now we have to see the next point, that stakeholders theory of firm. Okay, so that point we have to discuss. Rather we can say that we have to see now the stakeholders in detail. Stakeholder हा point आता आपल्याला discuss करायचा आहे. Stakeholders means what? Why the stakeholders are important? Now actually we are seeing the main point which is having the title as stakeholders theory of firm. आतापर्यंत आपण कॉर्पोरेशन बघितलं, त्याचे की फीचर्स बघितले. First part we have covered. The next part we have seen the CSR model. CSR चा इम्पॅक्ट काय झाला, CSR च्या आउटकम काय मिळाले आपल्याला, हे सगळ्या गोष्टी CSR शी रिलेटेड आपण बघितल्या. Now this new point we have to start, which is having the name as stakeholders theory of firm. म्हणजे जशा वेगवेगळे कन्सेप्ट्स आहेत किंवा जसे आपले टेक्निकल मध्ये थेरम असतात किंवा वेगवेगळे लॉज जे आपण बघतो टेक्निकल मध्ये, तसं इथं बिझनेस इथिक्स मध्ये देर आर डिफरंट थेअरीज विच आर एक्सप्लेनिंग सम बेसिक पॉइंट्स रिलेटेड टू द बिझनेस इथिक्स. आता स्टेकहोल्डर्स थेअरी ऑफ फर्म मध्ये ऑब्विसली वी हॅव टू सी सम ऍस्पेक्ट्स रिलेटेड टू द स्टेकहोल्डर्स. ओके, स्टेकहोल्डर म्हणजे काय, स्टेकहोल्डरचा रोल काय आहे, स्टेकहोल्डर काय इम्पॉर्टंट आहे, किंवा स्टेकहोल्डरचे इम्पॉर्टन्स इंडिकेट करण्यासाठी which previous literature was studied and what is the relation between the stakeholder and the any business किंवा त्याला म्हणतात थोडक्यात फर्म. फर्म म्हणजे काय, बिझनेस किंवा ऑर्गनायझेशन किंवा इन्स्टिट्यूट. मग एखाद्या ऑर्गनायझेशन मध्ये, बिझनेस मध्ये, इन्स्टिट्यूट मध्ये स्टेकहोल्डरचा काय रोल आहे, और व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन दिस स्टेकहोल्डर and this firm. To have that relation we have to see this stakeholders theory of firm. Okay, so are you getting what we have to say in this particular point? Stakeholders सगळं आपल्याला याच्यामध्ये in detail study करायचं आहे. So first let me get some answers from you, that what is the meaning of stakeholder. First question we will see, what is the meaning of stakeholder for any organization. Firm म्हणजे काय, company, sector, organization, institute, business, anything you can call it as a firm. Okay, so before we go to this point, stakeholders theory of firm, let me first take some answers from you. What is the meaning of stakeholder?
Madam, can I proceed?
Yes, sure.
Stakeholders means the all under that particular organization. Means just take example of our college. Under our college, that is Sweries umbrella, all are the stakeholders, means teachers, students, officers, the pillars of our college, departmental officers, all related to Sweries, that all are the stakeholders.
Okay, good answer. Any other person want to give the answer? Yes, anybody else? Vaishnavi?
All the individuals or all persons in business or in industry.
Okay. So stakeholder म्हणजे काय, simply it can be individual or it can be group of some individuals ज्याचा कंपनीवरती इफेक्ट होतो किंवा कंपनीवरती or the person is having some effect on company as well as companies some actions are affecting on that person. So that is vice versa relation. It is two-way. So that we are calling it as a stakeholder. So first let us understand the difference between stakeholder and shareholder. That two words are very important in this particular theory. Stakeholder and shareholder. Shareholder म्हणजे काय, ज्यांनी or the person who has invested some shares. So shareholder is related only in financial terms with the company, whereas stakeholder is having any kind of relationship with the company. Not necessary that stakeholder should be always shareholders. Repeatedly I am telling this concept to you. पूर्वी कसं होतं कॉर्पोरेशन मध्ये, कारण तेच आपल्याला बघायचं इथं, प्रिव्हियस कन्सेप्ट अँड करंट कन्सेप्ट. पूर्वी कसं होतं कॉर्पोरेशन मध्ये शेअर होल्डर्सचं जास्त इम्पॉर्टन्स होतं, म्हणजे जे एकत्र येऊन ती कंपनी चालवत आहेत दॅट आर कॉल्ड एज शेअर होल्डर्स. त्यांचे त्या कंपनीमध्ये फायनान्शियल शेअर असतात. बट स्टेक होल्डर मीन्स व्हॉट, इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी ऑलवेज ही शुड हॅव फायनान्शियल इन्व्हेस्टमेंट इन दॅट कंपनी, बट in one or another way he is related with the particular firm. Okay, so stakeholder and shareholder, you understand the basic difference between that two terms. Okay, so first question we have seen, what is the meaning of stakeholders? Okay, so stakeholder is, so that definitions also we are going to see in detail. So just I will open one more PDF for this definitions of this stakeholder. Stakeholders theory of firm. So in this first point we have to see what is the meaning of stakeholder. So there are two definitions. First definition is, a stakeholder of an organization is any group or individual who can affect or who is affected by the achievement of the organization's objective. Organizationच्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह मुळे ज्याच्यावरती फरक पडतो किंवा ऑर्गनायझेशन मधल्या एखाद्या गोष्टीमुळे ज्याच्यावरती फरक पडतो, that is called as stakeholder. So clearly it is given here, any group or individual who can affect or who is affected by, means both the way he is related. So that is called as the stakeholder. Okay, and another definition of stakeholder is, two definitions you can refer. This is first definition and this second definition we can see. A stakeholder of a corporation is an individual or group which either is harmed by or benefits from the corporation, or whose rights can be violated or have to be respected by the corporations. Okay, so in some another way he is related with the company. So based on that situation, stakeholders right can be also violated by the company. समजा एखादा stakeholder जर कंपनीच्या विरोधात काम करत असेल in many situation or in some of the situation, then that rights can be taken away by the company, or that stakeholder can get respect by the corporation based on his performance. Okay, so that is the meaning of stakeholder, basic meaning. Now there are two types of stakeholders, we can say internal stakeholder and external stakeholder. Okay, so I will come to just this diagram. Just check if it is clearly visible or not. काय दिलेलं आहे ह्या डायग्राम मध्ये? Here internal stakeholders and this side it is external stakeholder. Internal stakeholder means they are internal part of the organization or they are internal part of the corporation, जे actually त्या organization मध्ये internally आहेत, त्याला आपण म्हणतो internal stakeholders. कोण कोण आहेत internal stakeholders? Employees are there, managers are there, company owners. So these are the internal stakeholders we can see. And external stakeholders means they are related with the company, but they are not internal part of the company. For them, we are calling it as a external stakeholder. Okay, so who are the external stakeholders for the company? Society, government, then here, just a minute, customers are there, then shareholders are there. I will just check what is that word. So generally external stakeholders कुठले म्हणतो आपण? Consumer आहेत, society आहे, government आहे. So all these are called as the external stakeholder. म्हणजे internally ते company मध्ये नाहीत, but externally they are related with the company. Again, suppliers that can mostly external stakeholder. बऱ्याच वेळा सप्लायर हे एक्सटर्नल स्टेकहोल्डरच्या अंडर येतात, पण एखादा सप्लायर जर एखाद्या कंपोनंटचा तुमच्या कंपनीमध्येच असेल तर दॅट वी कॉल इट ॲज अ इंटरनल स्टेकहोल्डर ऑल्सो, बट मोस्टली दिस सप्लायर स्टेकहोल्डर is related with external stakeholder part most of the time. Okay, so if you consider this as a firm, then internal stakeholders, बघा internal stakeholders are giving service to the firm, त्यामुळे हा इकडे arrow आहे ह्याचा असं internal stakeholderचा, whereas the external stakeholders are also related with company, but they can be related in two ways. Okay, so you don't consider this diagram for drawing in exam or some other part. Just to understand the definition of internal and external stakeholder, this diagram I have referred. Internal म्हणजे ते कंपनी मध्ये असतात, that are internal part of that company. And when we say the external stakeholder, they are not internal part, but they are externally related with the company. That is the difference between internal and external stakeholders. Okay, now to understand the stakeholders theory of firm more further, we have to see some models. काय करतात हे model? These models are representing what is role of stakeholders in the any firm. तुम्ही मला सांगा आता की stakeholders कंपनीसाठी इम्पॉर्टंट आहेत का? मीन्स can any company run without the stakeholders? Can any organization, can any corporation can run without the stakeholders? Is it possible?
No, ma'am.
No. So they are mandatory element of any corporation, or they are mandatory element of any organization. Okay, so that's why these stakeholders are very important, and to have the relation between, or to have the elaboration between the relation of stakeholder and firm, that two models were invented. In the literature we have to see these two models related to this particular relation between the stakeholder and the firm. Okay, so as this time or this reference has come, I just want to discuss few things related to tutorial also with you. Okay, so actually I have given you two questions, two tutorials up till now, tutorial number 1 and tutorial number 2. In both the tutorials, we have the theoretical questions, means our regular questions, as well as I had given you some case studies. Okay, so for third tutorial also, there's some questions I want to discuss, so that I will discuss in the second part of this lecture. Tutorial number 3 मध्ये सुद्धा मी I have given you 6 questions for tutorial number 3. Okay, I will just discuss it first before we continue with this theory. So tutorial number 3, that also have the 6 questions. First one is define corporation. What are the key features of corporation. Okay, so already we have seen this particular point. Definition we have seen. Corporation means what? And what are key features of corporation? So for this question, to write the answer, you can refer our PPTs, or you can refer the handwritten notes, or you can refer this particular PDF file also. Okay, so this also I will add in your study material today. So this is notes for chapter number 3. The third chapter च्या notes आहे बघा. Framing business ethics. So these notes also you can refer. That will I will add in the additional material. हे तिन्ही यूज करून तुम्ही रेग्युलर क्वेश्चनचा आन्सर देऊ शकता. Okay, so tutorial मधला tutorial questions also simultaneously I am discussing based on this particular chapter. So define corporation. What are key features of corporation? That is first question. Second, what are stakeholders theory of firm? Or I will just change it as what is. So here I will write what is stakeholders theory of firm. That point we have started just. So at the end you will understand what points we have to write in the stakeholders theory of firm. Okay. Then next question is, what is importance of CSR and what is its outcome? So why that CSR model is required, or what is the importance of CSR? As the corporations are part of the society, so they are also having some of the social responsibilities, and to make that corporations aware about their responsibilities, this CSR model it is important. That background you have to write. And CSR model, what is its outcome? Outcome मध्ये काय लिहू शकता तुम्ही? So these points you can write in the outcome. Already whatever we have discussed. Social policies, then social impacts, social policy, social programs, and social impacts that you can write as a outcome of that CSR model. Okay, so that is the answer for this third question. Next, what is CSR model, or explain CSR model? So for this question you have to draw this model. 4 layer काढा त्याचे. Economic responsibility, legal, ethical, philanthropic, and you explain for the layers in detail. What is expected in economic responsibility, what is expected in the legal, ethical, and philanthropic, so that you are supposed to explain in this particular point. Okay, CSR model. Now these 4 questions are based on our regular syllabus, and these 2 questions again I have given you as a case study type of questions. Okay, so what is fifth question? What is role of each stakeholder in organization? Explain with practical example. So you can take example of any organization, or you can take example of any institute, any industry, and you have to first tell who are the various stakeholders of that organization, and you have to explain what is their role related to the company. So that you have to write in this particular question number 5. Okay, so is it clear? Question number 5, what you have to write? Yes, clear or not? Fifth question.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
So then question number 6 is, what as per your opinion? So that I have to add, what as per your opinion means as per your view, what as per your opinion shareholders or stakeholders, who is more important for corporation? आता आपण जेव्हा ही theory of stakeholders theory of firm, that point when we will complete, you will be able to write answer for this particular question. And again, here you have to write your opinion, so that there will not be unique answer. The shareholder is important म्हणायला पाहिजे किंवा stakeholder is important म्हणायला पाहिजे. There is no any compulsion. As per your view, you have to write. As per your view, what you think, that whether shareholders are more important or stakeholders are more important, that you have to write in this question number 6. Okay, so these questions you can take its screenshot if you want, or this also I will put on your group. Okay, so you can take its screenshot if you want right now. This is the tutorial number 3. There will be 6 questions. Tutorial number 1 आणि 2 चे ऑलरेडी मी शेअर केलेले. तुम्ही सगळे ट्युटोरियल कंप्लीट करून ठेवा. Time to time you complete it, and at last I will give you link for uploading. So don't keep it pending because the link is not provided. एकदम तुम्ही अपलोड करा त्या लिंक वरती सगळे ट्युटोरियल, but you complete it time to time so that last hour there will not be any burden on you. Assignments I have not given, but tutorials I have given because there is no any practical for this subject, and tutorials are there for your term work. Okay, so this you have to complete time to time. Okay, so I don't think there is any problem in these questions. We will come to our basic point. So we have started with this stakeholders theory of firm, and to understand the stakeholders theory of firm, first we have seen what is the role of stakeholder, or what is the meaning of stakeholder. The definition बघितली आपण. So after that we have to see some models. So there are 2 models basically to explain the stakeholders role or stakeholders importance in any firm or in any organization. So that 2 models are, first model is traditional management model. See, the first model to explain the stakeholders concept is traditional management model, and second model here it is stakeholders model. Okay, so these 2 models are used to have the relationship clear between the stakeholders and any firm. Okay, so traditional management model is the old model which was used in some traditional concept किंवा जुन्या कन्सेप्ट नुसार जे मॉडेल होतं त्याला आपण म्हणतो ट्रॅडिशनल मॅनेजमेंट मॉडेल. मग ट्रॅडिशनल मॅनेजमेंट मॉडेल मध्ये काय दाखवलंय बघा तुम्ही. इनसाइड द फर्म इज देअर, मीन्स सेंट्रली दे हॅव taken firm, means any organization, institute, and that firm is related with 4 components only. It is given here. First component is shareholders, second is customers, third is employees, and fourth one it is suppliers. So traditional management model nusar they are telling that any firm is mainly related with the 4 components. Which 4 components are there in any firm which are important? Shareholders, customers, employees आणि suppliers. हे 4च गोष्टी एखाद्या फर्म साठी इम्पॉर्टंट आहे असं हे ट्रॅडिशनल मॅनेजमेंट मॉडेल मध्ये एक्सप्लेन केलेलं आहे. And again from these 4 elements, as per this traditional management model, these shareholders are of most importance. Just try to understand. As per traditional management model, they are saying that there are only 4 components which are responsible in any company. And who are that 4 components? Shareholders, customers, employees, and suppliers. And again, out of these 4 members or these 4 components, shareholders are of more importance. That is explained in the traditional management model. So we can say that Who is the most important element as per this traditional management model? You tell me now. Who is the most important element as compared with this traditional management model? This is first model. कुठला एलिमेंट जास्त महत्वाचा आहे सांगितलं आहे त्यांनी ट्रेडिशनल मॅनेजमेंट मॉडेल मध्ये?
Shareholders.
Shareholders. So that is the traditional management model in which they have given the more importance to this shareholders. Okay, I will make here star. But in the second model, that is stakeholders model, आणि इथं बघा customers, firm is giving product to customer, त्यामुळे इथं one side arrow आहे. Employees are giving input to the firm. Suppliers are also giving input to the firm. And again, shareholders are related in two ways. Means shareholders are investing some money, and again, as an outcome of that money, they are getting some profit. That's why that arrow it is shown in two ways there. Okay, so that is the concept of traditional management model. आता stakeholders model मध्ये आणि ह्याच्यामध्ये काय डिफरन्स आहे सांगा मला. इथे दोन्ही मॉडेल तुमच्या समोर आहेत. You tell me what is the difference in stakeholders model and traditional management model. Tell me. सांगा मला काय डिफरन्स आहे. Yes, please have a look in that two diagrams and tell me what is the difference between that two models.
In a stakeholder model, it considering all the components like government, shareholders, suppliers. But in a traditional, they only taking main thing that employee, supplier. But in stakeholder model, they thinking about comparators, civil society and government also.
Yes, correct. So इथे जर बघितलं तुम्ही ट्रेडिशनल मॅनेजमेंट मॉडेल मध्ये चारच कंपोनंट आहेत, मेन कंपोनंट, आणि त्यात सुद्धा त्यांनी ह्याला जास्त इम्पॉर्टन्स दिलेलं आहे, शेअर होल्डरला. Whereas in stakeholders model, the various stakeholders are related with the firm. कुठले कुठले stakeholders आहेत? Shareholders are also one type of stakeholders, no doubt. But along with shareholders, they have also considered government, competitors, customers, employees, civil society, and suppliers as another stakeholders. All stakeholders they have considered, and as per stakeholders model, each stakeholder has been given the equal weightage. Okay, that is the second part of this stakeholders theory of firm. त्याच्यामध्ये दोन मॉडेल एक्सप्लेन केलेले, ट्रेडिशनल मॅनेजमेंट मॉडेल and the stakeholders model. Okay, so these two ways are used to explain the stakeholders theory of firm. Okay, so same it is given explanation here. Figure 2.3a shows the traditional model of managerial capitalism, where the company is seen as only related to four groups. फक्त four groups is relate केलेले. Supplier, employees, shareholders provide the basic resource for the corporation that then use these to provide products for the customers. Okay, then as per this theory, the shareholders are the owners of the firm and they consequently rate the dominant group. Okay, so that is first. And second je ahe, in second diagram 2.3b, we find the stakeholders view in the firm, where the shareholders are one group among several others. म्हणजे प्रत्येक ग्रुप सारखा सेम एक ग्रुप आहे shareholder म्हणजे. The company has obligations not only to one grow up but also to a whole variety of other constituents that are affected by its ऍक्टिव्हिटीज. म्हणजे एका फक्त ह्याच्यावरती इम्पॉर्टन्स न देता त्याच्याशी रिलेटेड जे काही बाकीचे एलिमेंट आहेत, ऑल दॅट आर कन्सिडर्ड इन दिस सेकंड मॉडेल, that is the stakeholders model. Okay, so these two models are clear. What is the difference between that two models? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the next point in the stakeholders theory of firm, again we have to see, and that is why the stakeholders matter. मग आता काय होतं बघा, ह्याच्या स्टेक होल्डर थेअरी ऑफ फर्म मध्ये जुनं जे मॉडेल होतं ट्रॅडिशनल मॅनेजमेंट मॉडेल, त्याच्यामध्ये फक्त शेअर होल्डरला जास्त इम्पॉर्टन्स दिलं होतं, स्टेक होल्डरला दिलं नव्हतं. वेअर एज इन द stakeholders model, every stakeholder is given equal importance in that company related activities. That is first thing. मग ह्या स्टेक होल्डर थिअरी नुसार म्हणजे जसं जसं डेव्हलपमेंट होत गेली किंवा जसं जसं सम न्यू कन्सेप्ट वेअर इव्हॉल्व, द स्टेक होल्डर्स वी आर गेटिंग मोर वेटेज. पहिल्यांदा फक्त शेअर होल्डरचं होतं, नंतर स्टेक होल्डरचं महत्व हळूहळू वाढायला लागलं. Then another point we have to see why stakeholders matter, means why the stakeholders are getting more importance in this firm as compared with the previous theories or as compared with the previous concepts. मग stakeholders matter किंवा stakeholders importance आपण दोन पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह मध्ये एक्सप्लेन करू शकतो. फर्स्ट पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह टू अंडरस्टँड द stakeholders importance is legal perspective, and second perspective to understand the stakeholders importance is economic perspective. Okay, so I will just highlight here. First perspective is legal perspective and second it is the economic perspective. आता legal perspective म्हणजे काय बघा, की आता समजा आपण हे दोन मॉडेल कम्पेअर केले, तर एखादी लीगल गोष्ट फक्त ह्या शेअर होल्डर, कस्टमर, सप्लायर, एम्प्लॉईज ह्याच गोष्टींची रिलेटेड नसून दॅट लीगल थिंग इज रिलेटेड विथ ईच स्टेक होल्डर. लीगल ऍस्पेक्ट फक्त कस्टमर बद्दल किंवा एम्प्लॉई सप्लायर बद्दलच फक्त कॉर्पोरेशनला किंवा एखाद्या फर्मला फॉलो करावे लागत नाही. वेअर एज दॅट लीगल ऍस्पेक्ट, देर आर लीगल ऍस्पेक्ट रिलेटेड टू गव्हर्नमेंट, देर आर the legal aspect related to competitors, there are legal aspect related to civil society. Again that legal aspects are related with the other things, not only this four but apart from that four, या सात मध्ये बाकीचे तीन आहेत. कुठले? गव्हर्नमेंट इज देअर, कॉम्पिटिटर इज देअर, and then civil society. So legal aspects are not related only with these three, but legal aspects are related with each stakeholder. That is first thing, legal perspective. काय दिलेले बघा याच्यामध्ये. Freeman in 1984 himself gives the two main arguments. First, on merely descriptive level, if one examines the relationship between the firm and the various groups to which it is related by all sorts, is simply not true to say that the only one group with legitimate interest in the corporation are shareholder. याचाच अर्थ काय? लीगल एस्पेक्ट हे प्रत्येक शेअर होल्डरशी रिलेटेड आहे. लीगल एस्पेक्ट इज नॉट रिलेटेड ओनली विथ लीगल एस्पेक्ट इज रिलेटेड विथ ईच स्टेक होल्डर. असं नाही की लीगल एस्पेक्ट फक्त शेअर होल्डरशी, कस्टमरशी, एम्प्लॉईशीच रिलेटेड आहेत. जे काही बाकीचे स्टेक होल्डर आहेत, फॉर देम ऑल्सो द लीगल एस्पेक्ट्स आर इम्पॉर्टंट. सो फर्स्ट पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह इज लीगल पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह. म्हणजे आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल इथं दिलेलं आहे बघा, EU social contract legislation protects certain employee rights in relation to working conditions and pay, suggesting that from the ethical point of view. Okay, so here it is given that EU social contract legislation protects. So this rule protects employee rights in relation to working conditions and pay, suggesting that from an ethical point of view. Okay, so there are some rights for the employee, means legal aspects are not related only with the shareholders, but those are related with each stakeholder. That is first aspect. आणि इकॉनॉमिक पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह म्हणजे काय, की असं नाही की एखादी कॉर्पोरेशन किंवा एखादी ऑर्गनायझेशन फक्त शेअर होल्डर्सशीच इकॉनॉमिकली रिलेटेड असते. इट इज इकॉनॉमिकली रिलेटेड विथ each stakeholder. So here they have given one example. समजा एखाद्या कंपनीने त्यांचं एखादं प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग मधूनच स्टॉप केलं. So they have given the example here. Suppose a firm closes a plant in a small community and lays off the workers. It is not only the relation with employees that are directly affected, but shop owners will lose their business. Tax payments to fund schools and other public services will also suffer. म्हणजे त्याच्यामुळं एखाद्या कंपनीने जर एखादा प्रोडक्ट अचानक स्टॉप केला तर त्याच्यावरती डिपेंडंट असणारे एम्प्लॉईज त्यांचे इकॉनॉमिकली लॉस होतो. ते परचेस करणारे कंझ्युमर आहेत, दे आर ऑल्सो इकॉनॉमिकली अफेक्टेड. कॉम्पिटिटर्स आर अफेक्टेड. म्हणजे लिगल पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह हा सुद्धा सगळ्या शेअर होल्डरशी रिलेटेड आहे आणि इकॉनॉमिक पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह इज ऑल्सो रिलेटेड विथ each of the stakeholders. That is the another point that we have to consider in this particular stakeholders theory of firm. Why stakeholders matter? असं म्हणलं तर ह्या दोन गोष्टींनी ह्याचं आन्सर लिहायचं, लिगल पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह आणि इकॉनॉमिक पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह. ओके, आणि हे शेअर होल्डरचं इम्पॉर्टन्स वाढल्यामुळं management has evaluated or management come up with its some new role, or new role was defined for the management when stakeholders of more importance are there. Okay, so that point we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay, आज काय बघितलं आपण बघा, फक्त आपण रिव्हिजन घेतली कुठल्या पॉइंट्सची, CSR आउटकम, corporate social responsiveness. Then we have started with the point stakeholders theory of firm. We have seen the definition of stakeholders. We have seen these two models, traditional management model and stakeholders model. Okay, and then we have seen why the stakeholders are important. Okay, so we will stop here today. You just type your number in the chat box and you can leave the meeting.